Hey, how are you doing? Hope that you're well. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead and get stuck in. Um, I would do a welcome, like a hi, great to be back kind of speech, but I know you haven't got time for it, and I haven't got time either. So, Aries, we're gonna go ahead and do a career. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and do a career reading for you. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do a Celtic Cross. So I'm going to take this as the first card and I'm going to take this as what's crossing you. So I'm not going to talk about the cards as they come out. I'm going to go ahead and lay the whole thing out because I personally prefer seeing readings like that. So I'm just presuming that you do too. If you don't, tell me, leave it in the comments. I'm sure we can come to a lovely compromise. Okay. Oh, the devil cards. So this is in the position of your unconscious kind of drives. This would be kind of where you're at now, the main focus of the reading or your situation, where you're going, the overarching kind of goal, or it's like this kind of focal point. And then we've got the Hierophant, which is crossing that. So it looks like for not for not wanting to kind of talk about each card as we go, but yeah, with the Hierophant card here, it looks as if some sort of rules or expectations of family, society, friends, family, children, yourself, your own inner critic, your own inner judgment, which is interesting because we've got the Judgment card here. So it looks like you may be kind of having a bit of a crisis, not crisis, that's a dramatic word, but you know, a bit of an issue where you may be judging yourself too hard, and that could be the Devil card. Like you maybe your inner critic is just doing too much, you know. So you might need to curb that in order to have the outcome that you want. But I think that you are starting to realize this now, because the Judgment card does talk about awareness, or it could be that Spirit is asking you to kind of be more aware of these drives, and how they're kind of how they do have an effect on final outcomes and your kind of your goals and desires and etc. So Five of Swords says to me that maybe in the near past there could have been conflicts maybe with people. So for some of you this could be external, where there's people on the outside, you know, people around you, friends, family, like I said, anyone practically. It could be you're going to know for your situation, but it could be an air sign as well. So I'm picking that up. Someone with air energy. So that would be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So yeah, it could be that there's been a couple of people, maybe a group of people, who have just all been against you in some way, in opposition, critical. So again, we are seeing that here. So that seems to be a theme where there's critique, maybe probably from the outside for a lot of you. And I think it's triggering, you know, your own journey into, well, what are my beliefs, and how strong do I stand on my beliefs or my goals or my dreams or whatever it is you're trying to pursue. And maybe creating some of your own value systems. Really looking at that when it comes to money and career. So let's get another card for you, Aries. Oh, we've got the beautiful Ten of Cups. Okay, so you are most definitely focused on that. I did say I didn't want to talk about each card as it comes out because it really irritates me when people do that when I'm watching readings. Like I like to kind of get all the cards out. Okay, so let me just do what I said I was gonna do, right? So another good card though, Eight of Wands. It's lovely. See those two cards and kind of future moving, more projected positions. That's the right word, but you know what I mean. Something that's kind of projecting into the future or what's to come. All right, so I'm going to get this. Oh, Ace of Cups. I'm going to take that as well. So Three of Wands. on the outside. So yeah, again, didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. It does say here that you are possibly turning your back on something and having to kind of pioneer and do things on your own a little bit. Okay, and then we've got the World card in your hopes and fears. Oh, wow. And then we've got the Two of Wands. And should I pull two more cards? Let's pull the cards that were surrounding. Okay, then we've got the Ace. Sorry, I probably shouldn't put that here because you can't see. Let's see if I move this over here. Move that then. No. All right, so the Ace of Wands as the overall energy does talk about a new beginning for you, a new start. Again, this pioneering energy of you maybe trailblazing literally with the fire energy inside the card, like you actually kind of creating your own path, doing your own thing. And I feel the World card for me again does talk about that. Uh, we do with the World card, this is about maturity, initiation, overcoming, conclusions. Um, yeah, so I feel like this is kind of like an initiation for you personally to kind of develop your own value system when it comes to money, probably, or when it comes to your career, maybe a career choice. The Two of Wands, as well as the outcome, is saying that this is about a choice. This is sometimes, and it could be kind of a bit of a tug of war energy with the Two of Wands, like very much a competitive um kind of situation. And you may also feel like your heart's desires here with the Ten of Cups aren't being respected or aren't being, you know, you maybe have come to the realization that no one is going to love your dreams as much as you do. No one is going to understand just how important certain things are to you. And I think that's just how it is in life often, that's, I think, a good or quite a common life lesson, I think, for a lot of people, where we come to the realization that, people are not going to care as much about our dreams as we do, even if they love us to bits and they would even die for us. It's kind of it doesn't really add up. But that's how it is. Our dreams are our own, and as much as we may have cheerleaders or people that support us, ultimately no one's going to really understand the true value of them and what they really mean to us and how important they are, except for us. So we, keep fighting for our dreams. You might want to become a baker, for instance, or anything, candle maker in my case. Check out my candle, by the way. But yeah, you may have a dream. Like for me, for instance, like I want to do candles. People might be like, I do not understand why you want to put all your life savings, or not life savings extreme, but all your savings and everything into a candle. Yeah, like yeah, they get it. It's beautiful. They love it. But they may not get why I might sacrifice so much for it, or why I might leave, maybe a well-paid corporate position to embark on my own personal endeavors. So, in candle making, a lot of people probably would be against that if I was to do something. So it's kind of like maybe that situation happening here. But with the Ace of Cups, it looks like you're completely in love with this. You've completely, regardless of what anyone else is saying, you're in love. This is a renewal for you. And I think as well, you're starting to understand that by respecting your values and your own things that are important to you and that are in your heart and your desires, by respecting those things, honoring them, following them through, and really giving them a moment to shine, I guess, in the sun, um, that is an act of self-love. And I feel that that's the journey that you're embarking on here. You've got two aces and the Three of Wands. People see you moving forward. People see you leaving them behind. People see you not even so much leaving them behind, but literally not being bothered about what they think, what they want. Like you're doing your own thing anyway. Come hell or high water, regardless of the consequences in a way. definitely. And we've got two sevens here as well. Seven of Swords. This is about someone slipping away, someone escaping the madness. Someone also sabotaging a situation. But this is, I mean, I don't really see that here, to be honest. What I see for the Seven of Swords here is you sneaking away. And it may be that on the surface you're maybe seem to be complying, or you seem to be going along with what people are saying, or you maybe just not talking about it. This can be about omission as well with information, not necessarily lying, but just being strategic about the information that you share, or not just putting everything out on the table, understanding the situation from a bit more of a bird's eye point of view, and then kind of taking the appropriate steps, having the appropriate conversations with the appropriate people to possibly maneuver yourself in a way where you can still get what you want and get what you need out of the situation. Ace, another ace here. So, wow, Aries, I would love to be you. You look like you've got a beautiful new start here. The universe definitely seems to be opening up a new pathway for you, a new door towards more money, towards you kind of finding your own sense of purpose with the Ace of Wands, like your own lane. And also with the Ace of Cups, really learning to love yourself, really, really learning about truly deeply loving yourself and what that means for you. So we'll quickly talk about the Eight of Wands. We haven't spoke about that. So yeah, in the near future, it looks like things are going to be definitely going on the up and up. The Eight of Wands often kind of talks to me about upward spiral, lots of positive communication. And lots of positive movement. It could also mean something to do with love. Often it's called the arrows of love. So this could be you going towards what you love again. So it's kind of repeated here in different ways, that you're going after what you love. What makes your heart sing? Like I said, you could be this excellent, you could be the partner in a law firm and just doing, being very successful, in the eyes of the world, but maybe inside you just feel like, actually, this really isn't me, and I really want to be able to give to people in a different way. That's more fulfilling for me. That brings me closer to myself. That makes me really happy and feel fulfilled. It looks like you're going towards that regardless of what society says, people say, family say, anyone else, even possibly what you say. Because I think it may be triggering here with the devil card. It's like it is triggering, I think, when people close to you don't support you. You can start to, kind of take their doubts on board and they become your own. People can get into your head and kind of plant seeds of doubt. But then with the devil card, it's very much saying that you have the power here to not allow that to happen. You can make them your own, and then they can sabotage you. Or, I mean, nothing's forever. So even if that does happen, you do slip up, like we all do. I definitely, hands up here. I have. Yeah, if that does happen, I feel that don't beat yourself up about it. Stay positive, and know that it's not the end of things. Like, it's like that may be a battle, but then there's the whole war to think about. So it's like, yeah, don't beat yourself up about it too much. But it's also a bit of a warning here that, because the devil card is a major arcana after all, it is a warning to say, don't sabotage yourself by adopting these more negative opinions of other people. Remember who you are. Remember why you're falling in love with this thing. Remember why you're following this path. Stay true to yourself. The Hierophant card definitely speaks to that. Speak to your values. If you've done certain research into things, that's kind of opened your mind up to the bigger picture of things, and that's then kind of changed your values and what you want to how you feel purposeful in your life. I know that's a long it's quite a lot, mouthful, but yeah, if you've you know, people may not understand basically where you're coming from. Because, for instance, if I'm into astrology and the tarot and all sorts of kind of spiritual philosophies, that's going to greatly change how I see the world and what I see as valuable. And also my value system. I may now no longer see a flower as just a flower. I see it as a whole, expression of, the universe or the creator of the universe. So therefore, I might treat a flower a lot differently. I might enjoy flowers a lot differently. That may then inspire me to go ahead and open up a florist. And people may not understand why I'm so passionate about flowers. Do you understand? So it's kind of that kind of thing. And then because you found it so important and you really see the full meaning of the flower and how much joy it brings and how much of an expression it is of the creator or the creatrix or the universe, whatever. Um, yeah, that's when sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, you could be doing it for those reasons, basically. And people may not understand. And that may push you to the nth degree where you are putting all your life savings into something because it's something that you truly, truly believe in. So that's the reading. I know it was a lot in a little space of time. Oh, we've got the Empress card, your counterpart. So look, money and comfortability is definitely in your near future. But yeah, it will come with sacrifices. With the Hanged Man, it may even come with you, people really not appreciating what you're doing. Like, um, maybe it's your mother as well. Maybe it's a woman. It could be a Pisces energy as well. That's kind of like, you know, I don't know. I just don't know about what you're doing, and um, may really feel like you're losing face, like you're coming down in status. So it's like, but you feel like it's not a downward kind of thing, it's an upward spiral. And it is here for the ace with the Ace of Wands. But I think it is learning a lesson in true independence and self-love. So yeah, that's the reading. I love you. I'll probably do a community tab to kind of say hi, I'm back. But yeah, I'm back. Love you. Take care. Bye bye.